Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just commenting how this new light we have installed really accentuates my Cro-Magnon brow here, so try to pay attention to me and I guess not the Cro-Magnon-esque formed head of mine. Good morning, and wanted to make this quick video today because I've been talking with a lot of people lately. They have been coming to me, just kind of privately messaging me and about some of the issues that they're encountering after they get started training. So this is kind of a follow-up video to something I had made last night. If you haven't seen that, you can go check it out on my personal page about kind of how to pay the price of success and what that video really entailed. If you want to go back and watch it, it's pretty quick, but really talking about if you haven't been training for a long time, some of the things that kind of come up when you start training are going to naturally just kind of come to surface, right? So if you've been ignoring your health and fitness, you might have things come about that you weren't expecting, right? Like maybe some knee pain or those kinds of things. So this is a follow-up video to that because, first of all, that's part of the process. That's normal. If you're having issues as you just start on this journey of training, it's actually a good thing because it kind of helps you direct your attention as to what you actually need to focus on for you to be healthy and fit long term. And unless you address those things, they're always going to be there. That which you resist will persist. Okay, and so this is a quick video. Again, I just wanted to make today. What's up, Justin? How are you doing, man? Hit me. If you are watching this live, guys, just do me a favor. Hit like, hit those heart buttons, hit that smiley face. Just let me know that you're here. And if you have any questions along the way, please do post them up. I'm here for you guys. So today I want to talk about how you might be sabotaging your healing, okay? And you know, healing is really a big part of what we do just in terms of strength conditioning in and of itself, right? In the gym, what we're doing is we're training regularly, which is breaking down parts of our body, right? And by then going home and healing, we're able to recover to a point higher than when we went into the gym. And that's kind of the whole point of it, right? We stress to progress. Okay, and it's that two-part sequence. You have kind of this stress, and then you have the response of healing, but only heals when you give your body the right things. So, you know, when we talk in terms of maybe an injury, okay, so like if something comes up early on in your training or even late in your training, maybe people have been doing this for years and years and they still don't know this, but there's a really easy way to sabotage your health. And, you know, if we talk about injury, if we talk about training in and of itself, there's really two things that are happening, okay? On one side of things, we have an immediate reaction to some sort of stressor, okay? Typically when we break down muscle tissues, right, or let's talk about this in terms of an injury, if I have a little injury, what's gonna happen? There's gonna be some inflammation there. And inflammation is kind of like your body's way of just attacking an area so it can bring blood and good healing chemicals to the area to help you recover, okay? And so it's actually like, inflammation, I think, gets a bad rap when actually you really need inflammation in your body because this is what really, again, drives the good, healthy chemicals and your blood to an area. And right, your blood is carrying all the vital nutrients and minerals and proteins, fats, and carbs that you've been eating to that area to help it start to restore and heal, okay? And so inflammation is really good. One of the problems, though, that we see, especially with injury, is that too much inflammation can cause some problems. Okay, and so when we get too much inflammation, one of the first things that can happen is there's so much blood flow that it restricts now those really helpful chemicals from getting in there. Okay, and it can also reduce your ability to move, right? So it causes immobility. So if you've ever tweaked your back, like I know I have years ago, now I'm like, oh, I'm unable to bend over. Like it just really hurts to do so. And it's not until I can get that inflammation down that I'm going to be able to, start to move again and heal that area properly with good movement and nutrition. And so, you know, the first thing that I just wanted to let you know, right, is like inflammation is a good thing. Okay, and it's part of the healing process. It's a very normal thing. And then the other thing is that if you have too much inflammation, you can actually trap some of these chemicals that are designed to start to heal that area. And what these chemicals really do when they get in there is that their job is to like remove that waste product from that injury. So your body's trying to heal and rebuild, and the job of it is to remove that kind of waste product. Well, what can happen is the chemicals get trapped in there if there's too much blood flow, and now it starts actually removing good tissue, like new tissue that your body's trying to heal. And so it can further delay that healing process, all right? So I want to talk, before I kind of go to maybe how people might be sabotaging themselves, I just want to touch a little bit on how can we really aid ourselves in improving this healing process. Because so often, the number one thing I hear, which we'll talk about later, is what people do because they've been trained to do this. And I want to kind of challenge you all to start thinking in a different way. Start taking control of your health and fitness in a way that now you're in charge, not kind of what other people are telling you, all right? So the first thing we now know is like there's this inflammation response, which again is just kind of your body's way of giving yourself a chance to heal that area. What we can do to really help reduce that inflammation to a normal level where it's going to be healthy are things like omega-3 healthy fats, okay? So there's omega-3, 6, and 9 fats. The 3s are what we call anti-inflammatory. So yes, their natural job in your body is to remove inflammation, okay? Omega-6 and 9, they're actually pro-inflammatory. You need a balance in your body, right? You got to have some, right? If you have an injury, now you have inflammatories that can go there, but then you also have the omega-3s that can remove that inflammation. The problem is with most modern diets, with processed foods, any sort of processing, any sort of vegetable oils or safflower or sun oils, like all those things, they have an abundance of omega-6s and 9s. Whereas when people were hunter-gatherers, they had a very even balance of those kind of fats. Now it's very much skewed towards high levels of 6s and 9s. So people are already walking around with a lot of pro-inflammatory fats in their body, not so many anti-inflammatories. So one of the things we recommend and what we talk about regularly, and we know this is just good for general health anyways, is going to be taking omega-3s. Now, what does that look like? Well, it could be just eating more, wild fish. It could be supplementing with an omega-3 pill. We have this here. I take 3 grams of this every day, but if I had an injury, we know you can go upwards of 9 grams a day of some sort of supplement that's going to help you get omega-3s into your diet. And again, it's an anti-inflammatory. It's a natural thing. It's just going to help you remove that inflammation. Other things you can have, right, that have good omega-3 fats, some nuts. You can have avocados, and all of those things, again, are going to give you an ability to kind of moderate down that inflammation. The things you want to avoid if you're feeling some heavy inflammation, guys, are going to be those omega-6 and 9 type fats. Those are going to come from like vegetable oil, sun, soy, and safflower oil, and processed foods, all right? So if you get those out of the way, then you really won't have any additional issues in terms of adding inflammation to the area, okay? Other couple things that we found really beneficial in this kind of thing also, if you eat a lot of maybe Indian food, is turmeric. All right, turmeric, and if you can take 400 to 600 milligrams of that, or if you just add it to your food every day, this is something that will really help you reduce inflammation. In addition to that, garlic, right? If you can have 2 to 4 cloves, which is about a gram per clove, so you could have maybe 2 to 4 grams if you are taking maybe a supplement in that form. Now, this is hard stuff to think about every day. If you want to have good omega-3s going in every single day, you have to make sure you're eating those foods, right? And so a simple way we've done it at my house in the past is we simply have a checklist on the fridge, just wrote it up on a Word document. Hey, avocados, olive oil, nuts, flaxseed, and hey, I go to the fridge, did I have this today? No, I didn't, I better have that right now. And that's kind of the issue, is not a lot of people are regularly eating these things every day, because if you don't eat it every day, it's kind of worthless. And so oftentimes people do find most success having like a simple supplement that gives them a chance to just get it all, like you take 2 pills and you get it all at once, okay? And so this is just, in terms of like long-term health, a really good protocol that we recommend. But also if you are of course, having some sort of high levels of inflammation, a good way to take action without sabotaging your health, okay? So I've been talking about this the whole time. I gave you some good stuff here to talk about. If you like this stuff, if it's helping, if it's making this more available to you, if you didn't have this knowledge, please give me a like, give me a heart. I need this stuff back. I love you guys. I want to help, and I need some feedback. So hit me up if you are on this call live. Now, how you're sabotaging yourself. So often, people go right for what they've been conditioned to do, right? What does a doctor tell you? What does the media tell you? What do commercials play over and over? Oh, I'm just going to go pop a pill. I'm going to take a ibuprofen, right? Or I'm going to take something that's just going to immediately solve the issue, right? And that's the way we think. And so I need you guys to be thinking, right? Like, is that the really most healthy thing for me? Okay? And I'm going to tell you that there is science behind this that, guys, so ibuprofen is really what you call a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Everybody just lost me, right? They're like, what is that? It's a drug that will do a really good job at making your pain go away, okay? The problem with that, and the truth about ibuprofen and drugs like that, is because they do such a good job, there are going to be some side effects there, right? The number one side effect there, guys, is that it's going to cause some GI issues, right? If you take that, it can cause some issues in your gut that can give you bad pain, and we really don't want that kind of pain. Additionally, because it does such a good job at masking that pain, what's happening is there's science that says it slows down the actual healing process of your tissue, okay? So your body has this natural response to it, and it's trying to heal. This ibuprofen, or this NSAID is the term, it's in there and it's blocking your ability to heal. And so now your tissues aren't healing as quickly, and you feel really good. And so where you're sabotaging yourself is you just don't realize that you're actually still healing. You go back and you work out again, and now you actually hurt yourself big time. This is what I've seen happen time and again for the last 10 years. And people they have no idea that by taking this drug, it's a powerful drug. I know it's over the counter, but this can truly screw you guys up. So I want to just challenge you to think for yourselves in terms of my health and fitness long term, right? If you are in pain, if you've tweaked something, if you have some sort of issue, go the route of understanding this inflammatory, anti-inflammatory response that's a natural part of your body. And again, inflammation is good. We just want to make sure it's not so much that it blocks that good chemical ability to get in there and heal, and also that it doesn't restrict our movement or our mobility, okay? If this was helpful, guys, post up below. Again, if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'd love to continue to help you guys with your health and fitness. Other than that, I'm at your service. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.